Hey everyone, it's Momentary Flux. Welcome back to my Minimalist Factory with Bob's Mods. Today, I'm going to work on getting the next level of circuit cards, the electronic circuit boards, which they need these phenolic boards and circuit boards, and I believe also transistors. So we're just going to get started on that. We'll see how far we make it. So let's get to work. First things first, look into the requirements here. So we need iron ore, which is a bit of a problem because we don't have that being bussed anywhere. And then hydrogen chloride. Okay. We do have room here. Hang on a sec. I could drop this water line. I guess we're still venting there. I could drop this water line down one, and we could just bust some iron ore over if we want to. Maybe off of the steel line. You know, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a bunch of iron ore, put it in a box, and then we will have robots carry it later. Yeah. I think that how much is made doesn't really give an indication of how much is made, but I remember in my other game, my other playthrough, that this was perpetually full. So I don't think it needs a lot of iron to keep it going. Let me get rid of these so they're just not blinking at me all the time. I know that I'm going to put cracking there eventually. Alright, so what I need to do here is I just need to establish a box for iron ore. There would be a good place to do that. Probably increase the capacity of that pretty soon, but we're still backed up on iron plates, so no big deal. Oh, so tempting. Automated construction. I want that so bad. However, I think I still want to get some of this basic stuff done. I'm just going to extend this out a little bit. It'll be, this will prioritize steel production over, over iron ore. I think I'm going to do a wood chest for now. I don't really need that much. Alright. There we go. Do I have any iron ore on me? I have 200 on me, so that'll get things started. Let me drop off some stone. Still like gradually trying to clear my inventory of all this excess stuff that I picked up when I was redesigning things. Okay. Bunch of junk in there. Some more coffee while I'm at it here. Alright. So if we do a box, and then we need hydrogen chloride to make the ferric chloride. I rewatched some of my videos and I realized I was calling this ferric chloride solution ferric oxide, which, now that I think about it, is kind of funny because that's basically rust, ferric oxide. I'm not looking to make rust. I'm looking to make this solution. Okay, electronics, yeah. I just want more of the basic stuff is what I'm looking for. I feel like I'm overlooking some things. Well, let's get logistics robots. Okay, so coming off of this, trying to think of the spacing here. I think one should be enough. One. So the spacing's good, and I think I'm only going to need one chemical factory for ferric chloride. And we can just underground this right on over. We don't need to bust it up and around since it's right there. Oh, that reminds me, you know, I'm gonna retire the iron pipes here, and gonna start using. What is this talking? Gonna start using plastic. A bit of plastic. So let's make some. I'm tempted just to put a little assembler here. And I'm wondering why. I'm wondering why production of the chlorine is holding this up here. I guess it's just slow. I mean, they're all working. Okay, I think we're just going to need some higher level electrolyzers to get that to move faster. I don't want to continue to add a bunch more unless I really need to. Let's see here. Yeah, we just need to get these the electronic circuit boards going. We don't really need throughput right now. Okay, so in keeping with our current tradition, I will put that here. Make some more of these blue iron pipes, or excuse me, blue plastic pipes. As soon as I get the upgrade planner, I might have to go through and just upgrade everything as well. Get my box in place here for iron ore. This will eventually be replaced with a requester chest. Okay, we got a straight pipe. There we go. A little power. There we go. Okay, so this stuff's going to come up or over and up. I'm going to put the circuit production over here, but before we do circuit production, we need, so the boards I can make copper, tin. Okay, so I think I need to make these in one line. This can come under them, these above. Next line to the left will be these, which are going to need transistors also. So, but these only need copper and tin. Transistors, which need silicon wafers, which need silicon plates, which need carbon and calcium chloride, which needs stone and hydrogen chloride. Okay, so we can put these down with the ferric chloride. We can do the same thing with use a box for now. I guess I don't have solar. I really got to get on this power thing, but I'm so consumed by getting all the various components I need together. It's hard to stop and go work on power. We'll leave one space there in case we want to add another one in. Calcium chloride. And this outputs into a box. Still feel a little unsure if I'm getting sick or not, so I still feel a little quiet in my my voice here. It's a little my throat's a bit sore. I'm a bit, my voice is cracking a bit. It's just gonna add texture to the awesome narrative that I do for my YouTube channel. Okay. Yeah, that was a joke. Hey, there's a great place for all that stone. Okay, so we got calcium chloride. I'm gonna be carrying this stuff around a bit. That's okay. Let me pop a little in my inventory, which would be a little starter. I have a feeling this stuff is just going to basically fill up and just sit there. Okay. So next up, okay, this is an electrolyzer. Oh joy, this needs quartz. So I guess we got to get a miner going on quartz. What do we got? Those are regular mining drills. I want to upgrade those to these are also regular. This is a Mark II. Let's get we'll convert all those to Mark IIs. So how many I got? 14. Well, let's make 15. And I'm going to deconstruct this because I don't want iron pipes anymore. I want to use plastic. So I'm getting pretty excited. I was watching some of these videos last night. I'm getting excited that we're finally getting towards more of a what I consider to be more of a fun part of the game, where things start to come together, especially when we get robots and start to move outside of the base, get some trains going. That's really my favorite part. Let's see here. Let's get a little steel chest. Where's a good spot? I guess here's a good spot. It's already powered. Okay, so let's let that build up. Do I need glass? Glass is full. Let's grab a full stack of glass just in case. Grab a couple of these guys just to get things started. I see a red dot over here. I guess my copper is starting to dwindle. Let's just get a full line going. Replace these also, get them upgraded. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Upgrade those guys. Get some power. Let's remove these little power poles. Forward to the day where I can blueprint this and simplify it a bit. Okay, here we go. My aim, once again, is absolutely atrocious. I can't ever seem to almost picking things up on accident. Alright, why are we running here? Oh, yeah, that's why. Iron or copper going. I'm just gonna max out the belts. I should probably do the same for iron. I only put a few miners on there, and the belts are kind of thin, so I'm gonna go ahead and this little. Oh man, I knew it. I knew it. All right, I'm not gonna mess with iron. Power's already getting to a point where I have to deal with it. Working on solar, so that's going to be next. I'm going to have to stop and work on solar. Until that's ready, though, what I'm going to do... Yeah, this is full, too. I guess it's... Is it hurting anything? Now we have 1.7 petroleum. I think it's okay. Alright. Yeah, in the meantime, anyway, while solar, I think I need some more, the next step up in solar, too. Maybe? Yeah, to get the large... We need some large solar panels. I know that these small ones basically have the same efficiency as the large ones. And it's a little easier to, you know, make a square or a blueprint with these small ones. But you know, the large ones just take up more area, and since they're the same efficiency per square, that, you know, I don't mind. I just want to use the large ones. I have to make less of them, so I mean, if you... Where did they go? Yeah, I don't have them yet. The time to make them, I think they're all, like, basically it's just a straight linear equivalence. 24, this is 6, this does 26 kilowatts, this does 106 kilowatts. I'd have to break out a calculator. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to do large. I have a design in mind for that. I'm going to try to automate it once we get some bots. Get them building. Find a nice area that's uninhabited, maybe isolated, where I can just have my own solar farm that's away from my factory and has room to grow. Okay, first things first. Chloride. What's next? Okay, so the phenolic boards and so resin, synthetic wood, and then the ferric chloride. Alright. A couple of spaces. Let's get some stuff plopped down here to begin the process of figuring out where things need to be. Okay, so we're going to need resin and wood. So these are going to both need heavy oil. You know what? I did it again. I need chem factories. There we go. Solar. Okay, next solar. It's strange that the next one's less. The first one was 250 and this one's only 150. Okay. So in come those. Out go. Out go those. We can do one on each side of the belt. Let me double check that here. Yeah, 1 and 1. It makes 2 boards per each one. It's going to be more than enough. I think we're just going to need 1, maybe 2 assemblers. Do I have any of the small ones? Yeah, I've got 1, but I'm going to need a bunch more. So let's get those going. So I'm just going to put 1. I just want to leave a space for a little extra space there. Okay. So if we output the resin to the far side, output the wood to the near side, collect that here. This will be phenolic boards with the synthetics. I want things to come out on the left side, so I'm thinking maybe I should output these on the... let's output these on the back side. Move things over 1. Oops. Wrong ones. Just trying to keep things consistent here. Let's see. Okay, so far side, near side. I'll go up here, drop them in there. This will output far side, near side. Okay, looks good. We will get our oil coming in there. Not quite long enough to to stretch all the way across. So I wanted to keep water on this line, and so this will drop down too. I'm just putting there as a marker. It's long enough. Okay. And we can always adjust. We can always adjust these if we need to. Okay, so this is actually not the right the right liquid, but we are going to need this up here anyway. So what I really need to do is just move this one over a couple. You know, actually, let's flip this around. And that way we can actually, bring this up this line. And then, let me get the oil in here. Let me see where I'm coming from here. Okay. We'll move the ferric chloride down. We'll move the ferric chloride down and then have the heavy oil come across. Let's get some robotics 2. No. What do these need? Batteries. Yeah, let's get that going. By the time I get robots, I'm gonna have like Mark IIIs. Okay, so we got water coming across there. So let's get, and we got oil coming along this line. I think it's fair just to do this. Now is the time in Factorio when we start to compromise and do what's expedient instead of what's smart. So it always happens eventually, right? Okay, so heavy oil coming up. That's what you know, really that's what you're trying to avoid when you're playing Factorio, is just doing what's convenient and try to look at the big picture and look into the future and do what's smart instead. But ultimately, you know, if something's going to take a half an hour to fix, it's a lot easier just to drop it in place and just deal with it. Live with it. But since I know for a fact that I'm going to be destroying this entire factory, I don't feel too terrible about doing something like this where everything's not lined up perfectly. Anyway, it's neither here nor there, I guess. Okay, so we have all our boards going up. Let's get some power in here and get things started. Cut off the slack or the extra trim there. Alright, and then above here, some more of those smaller assemblers. I'm going to do 4. You know, like a lot of this stuff, you know, this playthrough, let me grab a tech here before I start talking more. What would be a good thing to do? Let's get lead going. Okay. What I was about to say is this playthrough is, you know, it's focused on minimalist design and basically creating a factory that's working all the time, rather than a factory that sits idle 95% of the time and then responds to small demand and everything is just massive overkill. So what I'm trying to do is I'm really trying to not build in all that capacity until it's actually needed. Anyway, with that, I need to end this episode. So if you like it, please give me the thumbs up down in the bottom underneath the video. And if you want to continue watching, subscribe. All right, see you next episode. Thanks.